November 5th, 2021. This one I got a call from my new customer. He needs a burner service. So he's in different Westport, so one town over. We're going to go over there and see what the story is. I don't know if it's oil or gas or what it is, but
turn left.
I just put people's name on a list, and as I get to them, I call them. If they're there, I go do it. If not, I go over to the next person. I mean, that's all I can do. Just keep going, going, going. Oh man, no, never a dull moment, Miss Molly. Never a dull moment, Miss Molly. I know it's never a dull moment. Yeah, I know it, Miss Molly. Never a dull moment, Miss Molly. Never a dull moment, Miss Molly. Looks like a general filter there. The guy's complaining about it tripping out on safety. Could be this igniter's bad. We'll check the oil flow on the head. It's got that thing on it. Look at that. Pressure looks high. 30. What do we got for a tank here? We got a big expansion tank there. We should drain that too while I'm here. Yeah, that thing's full of water. You got the power off. We'll see what this nozzle looks like. Could be an oil flow issue. This don't look crazy dirty. We'll change the nozzle. What do we got in there? 8570. Looks like the protector relay's been changed. That's new. Could be that we're getting a bad oil flow here. It's possible. We'll check that next. We'll drop it down a little 75-70. I'm hoping we'll get a lumpy oil flow, which would make it trip out, right? It could be the electrodes too. They're a little on the high side. We'll bring them down a little bit. I told the guy would do the service on it, and we'll see if we can find out what's wrong with it. Sometimes just a little tweak on stuff like this, electrodes and you know, new nozzle and clean the head and whatnot. We'll do it. Something's dripping here. What the hell is the handle on the... Looks like the handle on the return is dripping. that's touching. Seems like that's a little bit too far in. That might be what our problem is. We'll check our oil flow. See what we're getting for oil flow. Check, make sure all the wires are tight. That's enough to do it right there. The wires are loose. Check our oil flow, see what we got there. Oh, another one bound up. We'll see if our filters are with this. Start it up and we'll check it. We're getting a good oil flow here, that's not the problem. See how it fires up. Let me turn it on, see how it fires. See how it fires up. Ready? Getting a good oil flow. It's firing up good. Tighten up the wires here. Clean the head. Pull the head back. The head might have been too far forward. Reset the electrodes. That should take care of it. I want to drain that tank down too. On here. Drain the tank down. We'll let that ride and see if that takes care of it. We're gonna mold a motor here too. Let me get my hose and drain the tank down. I'll slide the pin back in there. I had to slide that pin back in and push them. That should be good. This is a gate valve, which I'm not a big fan of these because they could break off this stem. Well, I have to try. It's always good. This thing breaks off. We'll have to drain the boiler and change it. It's always good to kind of work it back and forth, you know. Usually when you shut it off, when you go to open it, is when they'll break. Worst valve you could have is a gate valve. You can tell it's a gate valve, the way it's made. You can see this, we're going to open this. This will let air in the tank to drain it out, if I can get it off. That should be a riser going up to the top of the tank. Let air in. It's going to let air in, and it's going to let it drain out. You don't see them too many in tanks. Southeastern Supply, New Bedford. Draining right out. A little crawl space over here. I'm just dumping water in the crawl space here. Skin up my balls. It's a big tank. Actually, nothing wrong with them tanks, to be honest with you. Probably better than the diaphragm ones. Old brass pipe, look at that shit. It's an old house, you can tell by the brass pipe. Just slowing down, we'll be able to restore this. The pressure was getting a little high. I don't have to worry about these with these having a diaphragm in them. Well, let's see if it'll open now, hopefully. Okay, that's a good sign. Usually open them all the way and cut it back a little bit like that. That's what I want to do. The pressure looks better now. That's how you tighten the tacking nut on a valve. So the good valves will have a nut on. The cheaper ones won't have like an O-ring. This thing was dripping. I could see it dripping. I'll turn up the low limit, see how she fires. Firing good. Pressure's a lot better there. 160 and 190. That's good for the limit. Yeah, it's got that little queer clutch thing in it. I could hear it making noise. So we tightened up the wires and let that go and see what happens. It should take care of it. I mean, it could be the motor, but we'll try that first. New nozzle, reset electrodes, clean burner head. Reset drawer assembly, pulled that back, that was too far forward. Good draft over fire, good oil flow, drained expansion tank. Flipping wiring hanging, oh yeah, we fixed that. Damper was floating around, flapping in the wind.